Hello students, in today's lecture we'll learn to draw the velocity diagram of crank and slotted lever mechanism. While analyzing the motions of various links of a mechanism, sometimes we are faced with the problem of describing the motion of a movable point on a link which has some angular velocity. For example, the motion of a slider on a rotating link. In such a case, the angular velocity of the rotating link along with the linear velocity of the slider may be known, and it may be required to find the absolute velocity of the slider. A crank and slotted lever mechanism, which is a form of quick return mechanism used for slotting and shaping machines, depicts the same form of motion. In the crank and slotted lever mechanism has a slider pivoted to the crank, which will be having the rotary motion, as well as it is placed in the slotted lever, so it will be having the reciprocating motion or sliding motion also inside the slotted lever. So to understand how to draw the velocity diagram of such a mechanism, we take up a problem which is as follows. The dimensions of a quick return mechanism of a slotted lever type are as follows. OA is equal to 400 mm, OP is equal to 200 mm, AR is equal to 700 mm, and RS is equal to 300 mm. For the configuration diagram shown, determine the velocity of the cutting tool at S and the angular velocity of the link RS. The crank OP rotates at 200 rpm. So to draw the configuration diagram, we'll take a scale such as 100 mm is represented by 2 cm. So to start with, we'll draw a vertical line OA, which will be representing a fixed link or the frame. From point O, we'll draw the crank OP at an angle of 120 degree. At the end of the crank, a slider P is pivoted, which moves on an oscillating link AR. So we'll join A to P and then extend to get AR of length 700 mm. Now, at this distance of 350 mm, we'll be placing a slider. So to draw RS, we'll take 300 mm and we'll cut a point on this horizontal line to get S as the slider. And the crank OP is rotating at 200 rpm. So this is the configuration diagram. Next, we'll draw the velocity diagram. So to draw the velocity diagram, we'll take the point O, A and G, as all these 3 points are fixed. As we know the angular velocity of the crank OP, so first of all we'll find out the linear velocity of P relative to O as follows. Velocity of P or P relative to O will be equal to angular velocity of OP into the length of the link OP. Angular velocity will be 2 pi n by 60, as we are given number of revolutions as 210 rpm. So this will give us the velocity of P relative to O as 4.4 meter per second. In order to draw the velocity vector of the crank OP, we'll take up the scale as 1 meter per second square, 1 meter per second is equal to 2 centimeter. So as we know that the velocity of a link is perpendicular to the link, so to draw the velocity of P relative to O, we'll draw a perpendicular from point O in the velocity diagram. For this, we'll place a set square on the link P such that the other perpendicular side of the set square passes through the point O in the velocity diagram. So we'll make a vector OP of length 8.8 centimeter as per the scale, which will be representing the velocity of P relative to O. After getting the velocity of the crank, we have to draw the velocity of P relative to Q. In such type of problem, it is convenient if a point Q on the link AR immediately below P is assumed to exist. Here P and Q are known as coincident points. As the crank rotates, there is a relative movement of the points P and Q on AR. So the point P will be moving relative to point Q on the link AR. So we have to draw the velocity of P relative to Q. That is the slider will be sliding relative to point Q. So the velocity of P relative to Q will be along the link AQ or link AR. So we have to draw a line parallel to link AR from point P in the velocity diagram. For that we are using a roller scale. So with the help of roller scale, we will draw a line parallel to link AQ from point P in the velocity diagram. As we don't know the length of the velocity vector, so we will leave it as it is for now. Next, we will draw the velocity vector of link AQ. So as we know, the velocity of a link is perpendicular to the link, so we will draw a vector from the point O or from the point A, which will be perpendicular to the link AQ as shown here. So the intersection of the vector from P and from A will give us the point Q. The sense and the sense of the vectors PQ and AQ will be given as per the vector equation as follows. Velocity of Q relative to O, velocity of Q relative to O or velocity of Q relative to A will be equal to velocity of P relative to Q plus velocity of Q relative to P. So AQ will be equal to OP plus PQ. So accordingly, we will draw the direction sense of the vectors. So you can see that OP plus PQ will give us AQ. Next, we have to plot the point R on the velocity diagram. As the point R is on the extended link AQ, so we can plot the point R by taking the ratio of the length of the links as follows. AR upon AQ will be equal to the length of the link AR divided by the length of the link AQ. So this will give us AQ vector is measured, which will be 6.7 centimeter nearly. And similarly, this length of the link AQ is also measured from the configuration diagram, which is 530 millimeter. So we get AR as 8.85 centimeter. So we plot this distance in the velocity diagram on this line extended AQ. So we'll get the point R in the velocity diagram. Next, we have to draw the velocity vector of the link RS. So again, as we know, the velocity of the link is perpendicular to the link. So we'll draw a vector which is perpendicular to the link RS as follows with the use of set square. We'll place the set square such that one of the sides is on the link RS and other side, perpendicular side of the set square, passes through the point R. We'll draw the vector RS. As we don't know the magnitude of this velocity of link RS, so we'll draw the vector and leave it as of now. Next, we have to draw the velocity of the slider. As the slider will be moving on the horizontal line, will be reciprocating on the horizontal line. So the velocity vector of the slider will be parallel to, it will be in the horizontal direction. So we have to draw the velocity vector from point G, and that will be parallel to this axis along which the slider is sliding. So for this we will take a roller scale, as we have to draw a parallel line, and we will draw a line parallel to this axis from point G in the velocity diagram. So the intersection of the velocity vectors of RS and GS will give us the point S. And the direction sense of the velocity vector RS and GS will be according to the vector equation as follows. The velocity of S, or the velocity of S relative to G, will be equal to the velocity of R relative to A plus velocity of S relative to R, or GS will be equal to AR plus RS. So we will draw the direction sense of the vectors as follows. So this will give us the direction sense of vector RS and GS. So we can see that AR plus RS will give us GS. So this is how we draw the velocity vector of cranked and slotted lever mechanism. Further, we have to find the velocity of cutting tool at S. So velocity, we have to find the velocity of the slider, which is fixed at S. The velocity of the slider can be found out by measuring the vector GS. So as measured, it will be 9 cm. So converting according to the scale, we have the velocity of the cutting tool at S as 4.5 meter per second. Next, we have to find the angular velocity of the link RS. Angular velocity of the link RS can be found out by measuring the vector RS as follows. Omega RS will be equal to VSR divided by the length of the link RS. So VSR can be found out by measuring the vector RS, which is measured as 2.8 cm, converting according to the scale taken. So velocity of S relative to R will be equal to 1.4 meter per second, and the length of link RS is 0.3. So we will get the angular velocity of the link RS as 4.67 radians per second. So this is how you can draw the velocity diagram of the crank and slotted lever mechanism. Thank you.